Hi, it's Jen. Welcome to my channel. On this channel, I talk about, whatever, but this time of year, it's pretty much just Hallmark Christmas movies. So, thanks for being here, first of all. Second of all, the movie that we're going to talk about today is called Holiday Hotline. Niall Matter. I have always liked Niall Matter a lot, and I think this might be my favorite Niall Matter situation that I've ever seen. And so excited because the movie he was in last year, it was either last year or the year before, came in like super close to the bottom of my list. So I was quite relieved. And I already forgot the lady's name who's in this movie with him, but I absolutely loved her. They are together. They are adorable. She is Canadian, but she's doing a British accent and she's killing it. Didn't distract me at all thinking like, I mean, I always have to look it up and see, like, is this an English person or is this Canadian? Excuse me. Oh my goodness. But she's English, she's Canadian, and she did the accent terrifically. And she switches back and forth between an American accent and an English accent because she works for this hotline. And the setup is that she's a chef who winds up, who's in England, in London, but she's a sous chef for her boyfriend who's a total jerk. And, so we get rid of him in the first couple minutes of the movie, but then also it makes her like not want to cook. So her mom was like, your aunt has a place in Chicago that she's going to be selling, but while she's waiting for it to sell, why don't you go stay there, have a good change of scenery, etc. So she's like, sure. And so she goes there, and this lady who lives in her building, who is a hoot, I don't know if we've seen her before, but total hoot. She's like, so I work for this turkey hotline, and I want to take some time off to be with my kids. Can you go and like do this? Because I think that she told her that she was a chef or something like that. And so she goes to work for the hotline, and so this is where people call up because they want help with how to do their turkey because, turkeys are complicated. And before she even got there, she meets Niall Matter because he and his brother are architects and they're doing like a restoration of this building that her aunt lives in. So at the holiday hotline, she meets this guy whose name, I don't remember anybody's name, but he was also in Santa Summit as Dasher, the guy who drove everybody around and was great in those scenes. And he's so much fun in this movie. Absolutely loved him. He's like the boss or he like works there, but he's so good. Anyway, so Niall Matter is a widower and his daughter says that she would love to have Christmas, have a Christmas dinner at home because they haven't since her mom died. And I love this kid actress. She does a great job in this movie. One of my favorite Hallmark kid actresses I think I've ever seen. The opening scenes with her and Niall Matter where they're just talking father-daughter stuff are like, to me, so believable that they're father and daughter. And so Niall calls up the hotline, and by this time, Abby is her name, has decided that she should do an American accent because people think that the English can't cook turkeys because this starts like right before Thanksgiving. And people are like, but you only do Thanksgiving in England, so you don't know anything about cooking turkey. So she does an American accent and she calls herself Peggy because she wants to like get into the role. And so then he calls himself John, even though his name is Jack, because John is his real name. Jack is a nickname for John. And so they have this conversation, they have, a bunch of like really cool conversations, and the way that Hallmark does this, not just when she's talking to him, but when she's talking to other people, is that they'll put her in the same room with them, even though they're talking on the phone. But it's like, I felt like it was really cleverly done, as opposed to just having like, here's one screen and here's the other screen where they're talking to each other kind of thing. So I really love that. It was different, and because I don't think I've seen them do this before, it was a great idea, and it works so well. And when she and Jack are in the same room together, the way they're talking to each other, they do such a great job of acting like they're not in the same room with each other. So I thought it was fantastic. The script is great. I don't really think I need to tell you any more about that, except that, of course, there's going to have to be a conflict when one of them figures out that they've been talking to each other all along, and IRL, in real life. So there's going to have to be a conflict that happens with that. And that conflict is a little, you know, but it's Hallmark and we have to have that because some movies have managed to not have it. In a movie like this, I don't there would have been no way around it. So, I think I have to give this movie 4.75 iced peppermint mochas. No, fuck it. You know what? It's a 5. It's a 5. It's going to get a 5 for me. I was thinking that at first I might do it as a 4.75 because of the conflict, but no, because we had to have it and I don't know any way around it and it didn't last for long. And, we needed it to make things keep going. So this is going to get 5 iced peppermint mochas for me. This was just such a delight. Great acting. The screenplay is great. The directing is great. I would recommend this to a normal person, a normal non-Hallmark person. I would tell them that they should watch this. So anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. If you're on YouTube, if you do that thing where you what's it called? Like you have a YouTube account and you want to like this, if you want to subscribe, if you want, whatever, if you want to do any of those things that would make my day. I really hope that I've been looking into the right part of the camera this whole time because I've really been trying to make sure that I'm looking at you guys instead of looking at myself. So hopefully I'm looking at the right thing. I'm not that smart. I just want to do this on my phone really quickly. And because starting tonight, we have a bunch more movies in the next few days and a couple of them at least I am so excited about because we've got Luke McFarlane and Natalia Ricci in that one where he's like Santa Claus's son or Santa Claus Jr. or something. And then we have Hollow at the Holly too. So I'm like so excited for both of these movies. If either one of these movies sucks, I am going to probably curl up in my bed and stay there for several days. Even though I actually can't do that because I have a job where I actually have to work tomorrow and Friday and Saturday and I'm off Sunday and then I go back on Monday. But so I won't have time for that, but I will be really, really sad if I don't like those movies because I'm so much looking forward to them. Anyway, thank you so much for being here and let me know what you thought about these, okay? Thank you. Bye.